Hey everybody, so today I want to talk a little bit about stabilizing, and I'm going to show you 3 exercises you can do. They're called the big 3. You should be doing these every day for optimal results. So stabilization is really important. A lot of times we focus on muscle size and working out these big or external muscles like our triceps and our biceps. But we forget to stabilize these inner muscles. They're the ones like right next to the spine. They're really deep, and they're going to help prevent things like falls when you get older, injuries. They're really, really important to create a functional lifestyle. They're really quick. They can be done, first thing in the morning when you get out of bed, as a warm-up before your workout, as a cool down in your workout. Sometimes I'll throw them in randomly when I feel like it. So they're called the big 3. It consists of, it's called the McGill curl up, the side plank, and the bird dog. So I'm going to show you each one, tell you regressions, progressions, but remember that before we get into these power moves when we work out and these really strong weights, we first want to stabilize. That's going to be our foundation. Anything built on a weak foundation, is not going to last. So we want to create a lasting, functional life. So the McGill curl up focuses a lot on the abdominals. So it's going to focus on the rectus abdominis, which is this. That's like the 6-pack that you hear about. It's going to focus on the external obliques. So these kind of run on your rib cage going down. And then it's going to do internal obliques, just kind of down more by your hip bones that come up. And then your transverse abdominis, which just runs straight across. As well as, all those, as well as more muscles by the spine. So to do it, you're going to lie on your back. You're going to bring one leg up. And then place your hands underneath your low back. The low back should not move at all when you do this. So all we're doing is lifting the head and neck and shoulders in one movement. So you're simply going to come up like this. Keep your pelvis neutral. Avoid tucking it or overextending it. Just keep it neutral. And you're going to hold this for however long you can. 30 seconds to a minute is recommended. For a harder version, you can put your hands behind your back. This is what I prefer because it kind of helps the neck muscles. So you're just going to lift up. And it's important to breathe as you do this. And then come down and switch legs, and then you're going to do it again. Again, making sure that your low back is not tucking or overextending, but staying neutral. You're going to want to avoid curling up like this. The point is to strengthen the muscles in your abdominals and neck. So you're just going to come up and hold. Now, it's normal to experience like uncontrollable shaking when you do this for the first couple of times. That's normal. It's a very weird sensation, but just think about those muscles getting stable. So yeah, hold it 30 seconds to a minute, and then we'll do the second one. It's a side plank. It's pretty common. So again, this is going to work the abdominals, especially the side obliques. It's also going to work what's called the quadratus lumborum. So this muscle is right here. Kind of connects your ribs to your hip bones. So we're going to work this, and then it's the ground side QL that is worked. So again, you're going to hold this one 30 seconds to a minute. A couple things to keep in mind. Avoid stacking the feet. You want to have one in front. You're going to come up, and you want your whole body to be in line. A lot of times we kind of cheat and lift our hips like this, and we think, oh, we're getting more of a workout. But you actually want everything in line. You want your shoulder above your elbow at a 90-degree angle, and then you're gonna hold. For an easier variation, you can drop the knee and hold like this. For harder variations, you can start to twist. All right, and then you're gonna do that on both sides. It's important to remember not to progress until you have achieved the first version, you know, for like a minute, and you're able to hold that strong. So, we have the mid-go curl up and the side plank. Again, avoid lifting your hips too high on the side plank, and remember to keep everything in line. It's helpful to do this in front of a mirror or film yourself while you do it, so you can kind of understand how your body's functioning. The third one we're going to do is called the bird dog. This one is going to help stabilize the core muscles as well as the gluteus medius. Our glute medius is often underworked because our glute max takes over. So right here, that's our gluteus maximus. It's your big butt muscle, but we want to strengthen this muscle up here. It's called the glute medius. It's underneath the biggest muscle, the glute max. So we're going to try to strengthen this, and often it's pretty weak in a lot of people because we don't usually focus on that. So to do the bird dog, you're going to come into what's called a quadruped. You keep your neck, keep your shoulders down away from your neck. Avoid shrugging them like this. You want to keep a neutral spine, so avoid straightening it too much or overextending, but just keep a nice neutral spine. For an easy I'll just show you the normal one. We're going to bring our leg up to about hip level and our opposite arm. So I have right arm and left leg. And you're going to hold. Again, 30 seconds to a minute. Things to avoid: opening up, twisting your hips. Hips should be level. As you get into this, try to keep your low back in the same position as much as possible. Avoid sinking into it or curving. Just keep it a nice neutral spine. Also remember not to twist the leg, but keep it straight, knee to the floor. For harder variations, you can tap and lift or go in and out. Again, this is only after you feel confident with the first version. For an easier way, you can just lift the leg and hold, or just lift the arm and hold. Okay, so to get the best results, you want to do these 3 exercises every day. Again, 30 seconds to a minute each. And this will hopefully help you to get more stable. It should help your posture. A lot of times we're just weak in these inner muscles, and that helps, and that prevents us holding good posture. So hope this helps, and enjoy your day. Thanks.